Hello house lovers. Well, it is a glorious day here in Melbourne today because I have got news for you. Yes, house lovers, we have council approval. Well, in fact, of course, we don't, but we do. So what was issued last week was the council's notice of decision, which means they have rubber stamped our application and said, yes, it is all wonderful, off you go. However, there is now a 28-day process of potential appeal. So that notice goes out to all the objectors and any interested parties. They have 28 days to ramp up their objections, to negotiate or to take us to the next level of arbitration, which is called in Melbourne VCAT. Anyway, so we have 28 days to wait, which in fact is now 21 days to wait, to see what the outcome will be. But either way, house lovers, it is a major hurdled. Oh, house lovers, and what did I do to celebrate? Well, firstly, I removed the last of the light fittings, including that shell light fitting, and all the fluorescent tubes, and I took them to the Fluro Tube Recycling Centre, which does exist. House lovers, what a fabulous morning that was, and I have realised that there are 18 fluorescent tubes in this house. Everywhere I looked there were fluoro tubes, but I have now found the depot that takes to recycle all these tubes, and I am now embarking on my fluorescent tube recycling journey. And in other news, I finally removed this light fitting. Turns out it's actually quite beautiful. It's a shell and brass light fitting that's got a sticker that says made in the Philippines. I imagine it's from the 90s, but it's in perfect condition and quite beautiful. Now, you remember my friend Mita, the chandelier guru? Well, I sent her a picture and she is going to take it and sell it through her shop. So there you go, a win-win. The light fitting doesn't get trashed. Mita gets something to sell, and someone is going to find a beautiful light fitting that's going to bring them joy. Might also make a great hat. I do think the great silver lining from the fact that it has taken us 14 months to get our notice of decision from the council is that it has given me time, perhaps indulge is the right word, to indulge in the gentle removal of the fixtures and fittings from Bonaccord House, and in a sustainable and modern and practical way, get rid of it all. I'm just noticing the doors are closed in here. Has there been a poltergeistic visitor? How strange. And the other thing was that in the wreckage of the Shapelle Corby Memorial Courtyard, underneath all the sinks that were here, I found lots of odd tiles that hadn't been used in the tiling of the various rooms in the Shapelle Corby Memorial Courtyard, of which there are numerous suites. These were all unused tiles, and sometimes there were singles, there was pairs, there was trios, and there was sets of 6, sextuplets even, as you can see. And again, one of the benefits of having the time, 14 months, to gently remove and extricate as much as I could from this site was that I was able to then clean those tiles and give them away for free. And can I tell you, house lovers, I had 100% take up. So all the tiles have gone. And as we know, being able to upcycle, recycle, or otherwise use in a clever way all the things I'm taking out from the house gives me a great deal of pleasure. And I think it's important for us to do as a culture, as a building culture, as we move forward. And the other very important thing I did to celebrate our notice of decision from Melbourne City Council was I bought a fuchsia, which is a flowering plant. And as you can see here, it is called Bon Accord. Who knew there was a fuchsia called Bon Accord, but it is now part of the family and it is going to be part of the glorious new dawn of this house. I will have to make a special video when we bring it into its new home and the garden, whichever bit of it, is finished. And it has led me to ponder, are there other plants called Bon Accord? Do I need to create a whole Bon Accord subgenre in the house? Watch this space. I'm going to go and Google right now. There we are, house lovers. Can you believe it? A 14-month wait has come to its end, and my goodness me, what a relief. We still have 28 days to go, but we essentially have council approval. In 28 days, fingers crossed, we get our building permit, and then we can start the build. That is all very exciting. So thank you for watching. If you've been watching since the beginning, or two of you, thank you. Here we are. We're actually getting somewhere now where we can actually start building and seeing what's going on and the things we might discover when it comes to actually doing the work in the house, as opposed to the things that I've been doing, which has been important and useful and enjoyable and right. But anyway, we now have the next stage of our adventure to go on together. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thanks for subscribing if that is your thing. I will look forward to seeing you next week. I'm going to keep you updated on how baby fuchsia Bon Accord is going and share family pictures from time to time. Until then, house lovers, have a great week. The good doctor and I are going to celebrate in some way. I'm not quite sure how. And I will see you next week with another great adventure from Bon Accord House. Until then, bye.